firstly grab and take each curve's actually like height. How we can do that? We can do that by multiplying this value by our height, and our height is this, right? So if I go and to math and multiply this, my height is this 5, we check 50,000, and it's going to be multiplied with this, and this is, as you see, will work as a percentage, which will give us the exact height, right? So if I come over here and then maybe wire display, right click hidden, so that we are not going to be confused by this. If I grab this over here on top of this, each and every square, or sorry, a rectangle, I can plot this information. So if I grab a concatenate, and these values, when they're rounded, obviously, let's round them, they can be my height. So if I grab a panel, then say height, sign here, height is this is this, and what I'll be putting here is basically tag, text tag. Location is going to be point on curve, so I can put this on point on curve. It really doesn't matter that much, you know. This can be my location, this is going to be my text. I can put a swatch as white, and obviously I want them really tiny. Or what we can do is we can put a tag 3D, as you already know. So we can put this text, we can put an X, Y, Z plane on each point here. Preview this all off. This is my location, this is my color, the size, let's say 150. Is it too small? So we check each and every curve's height by checking this or looking at this one. Of course, you can change the justification as it is, or you can say mid right, mid left. It's completely up to you. So the next thing that I wanted to put as my next information is going to be like, this is give me a group, like XY rotation, right? So what I'll be doing is basically get these values, numbers, right? And put this as my second info here. Let me see, we can, oops, these values, sorry, XY rotation, these are radians, so I just need a number or from my degrees. I can right click to this and hidden. I can connect this over here. Let's delete this for a second. And then we can round this as well, round these values as well. Okay. And when we round these values, this is going to be what my XY rotation. So I'll grab here, copy this and paste. XY rotation I would type. And then I'll be putting this in, but what you'll be seeing a problem just in a second. So you see that it's added to the end of the height, right? But what we really want to do is actually go down. So what I need to do, come over here, then you can right click and set a text, but I prefer to have a panel and double click and enter in the panel and click outside, and then you put that XY rotation here as well. So what good thing about this is, whatever you do, it's basically being projected immediately. You see, the height is being projected, or the rotation on the XY curves, they are being projected, and so on and so forth. So you can control this process, this a bit kind of like a sketchy process, onto a bit more precise. And then what I'll be doing next is, why don't we take this all up here, put here, copy this line maker here, and create two other slots, and copy this and paste. This time what I'll be doing is having YZ connections, putting it over here as my number, YZ rotation, and put this here, put this here. You see, now I have YZ connections, maybe pushing it up a bit, rolling this here as well, rolling this here as well. Like, I'll be doing the same thing for here as well. And doing the same thing for except I'm using this time YZ. This is except. Let me double check. Yes, except. So this value should be this, and when I connect this, it's going to be except rotations. And anytime you change these, you'll see some sort of change in between. And last but not least, what I'll be doing is I'll be putting the scale, or what we can put is area. Basically, we can say area of this values, and or what I can do here is copy this and paste. This is going to be my area value, and this to this group, connect it over here, but in the same time just right click to it and hidden, put this guy here. This doesn't need to be hidden anymore, and this is the, like, a lot of areas here because we are working in millimeters, so I can say area, put this here, and then maybe sky, the area for each can have it as such. So panels are off a bit, but yeah, now I know. So area is this. Obviously what we need to do, we need to just like take these, like maybe take these 6 out of the areas, like how we can just calculate the distance and then divide that into, I think, let me calculate this. Let me calculate this really. So what we need to do is we need to just cut this here. So we need to divide this, maybe pull out a division, and then divide this value first to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and put it in. Or we just don't basically round this time, and then this is our square meters. And to finish this in a nice array, what I'll be doing is I'll be creating another one, and then I'll be putting a panel and then say square meters, and then put it in. Last but not least, this is for each and every curve. right? So we see that for every curve. Not last but not least, this is the controls, and these are the places where we see all the information, so we can also group this as well. And if you love this, we see this like sculpture is being created, but obviously from the top one we just go a bit off, so it's caused by this. So if we can arrange this a bit like slightly nicer, so we can have it as such. So that is basically it for from this tutorial, but obviously why don't we like make this preview a bit better. So turn this off, let's swatch, and transparent obviously, and we can see this how it goes. Of course, like we can change a lot of things here to make it a bit like a bit however you like. Actually, we can change this rotations, making it up, going down, and in the meantime everything changes on the text values as well when you change something. And like size control, obviously sizes are when sizes are getting larger, square meters has changed. When we change the uneven subdivision, they are also the length, the height is also being changed, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty much. Maybe I will be zooming in a bit to this. So that is pretty much what we have done for this in this playlist. I hope you enjoyed it, and you can access all the files under the descriptions. Hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Nice day.